Hello. It's me, Lauren, from Color the Kitty and Stampin' Up. I'm catching up on a whole whack of to-do list items here. This video should have been last weekend, however, life is life, but here we are. So let's get some crafting going. Alright, so we're still working with this kit. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, we turned the first one into a card, so we're going to do the same thing with the reindeer for today. So let's have some fun stuff. And of course, classic me did not prep very well, but that's okay. I'm just doing a quick rearrange of some stuffs, and we'll get crafting. Alright, so here is all my materials, I think, for this kit. I've had it sitting around for a couple years. Crinkle, crinkle. Alright, so let's see what we need. So back in the day, the instructions were a little more harder to read, so I'm just going to go by the image here. And kind of guess my way through, hopefully. And here's my stamps. I've got my ink, which is a shaded spruce, but it's wearing out a little bit, so I'll work with what I can. So I've got some tags, I've got some holly pieces. I think we had some of these in there. We don't need any cardinals, so these guys will go off to the side for now. Neat cardinals when they want to lay down here. Oh my. I don't think we need any of these, but I could be wrong. I don't think we need any of those. Still looking. Like, this kit had a whole bunch of materials in it, which is pretty cool for tags. But I'm in the mood to make it into a card. Oh, here's my deer. Nice shiny deer friend. We're going to need one of these toboggans. We're going to need, I believe, one of these tags. We got more snowflakes, we got more deers, and more pieces and pieces and pieces. Lots to sort out, so I'm just doing a quick scroll through everything. Oh wait, here's one of these tags that's been in use. So let's, or toboggans or whatever. Let's grab that instead. Oh, and then we got tags here that we can use. That way, kind of keep things somewhat focused. And then the red circle, of course. Okay, I think we got everything we need. I'm going to take the materials I don't need for today and stick them back in my packaging. Because back in the day, I did not keep my Stampin' Up! Boxes. Now I wish I did. Alright. Crinkle, crinkle. I make a lot of noise like this. Okay. So based on what I'm seeing, the only real stamping is to let it snow on the tag. So let's just get that done now, and then we'll kind of work around it on the white tag this time. It looks like it's going to go on these regular ones. Okay. Where is my stuff? Oh, and here's my deer. So let's peel back some stamps. And then when I get going, I'll figure out what this is going to turn into. I'm still kind of questioning if I'm going to do crumb cake paper again, because I love that paper. So a little trick sometimes, occasionally, is just lay it on, put the block, and it grabs. That way it's kind of straight. Ink it up nicely. And just go for it. Oops, I pulled it everywhere. And it kind of worked. I would have liked a little more ink, but I find this ink is wearing down, and I wasn't going to pull out the Stamparatus right now. But that's always an option, but at least it's there. Alrighty. So then, we're going to mostly assemble this, and then we're going to revisit near the end, decide how we're doing the card base. Okay, so we got that. So let's start with the bottom layer, which is one of these sleds. Then we'll kind of build from there on how this is going to come together. So it kind of goes like this, and there's little holes if I need them for the string. Then this little portion pops out. And then next is the red circle. Goes on no problem. I'm just going to grab some regular adhesive for today. This regular Stamp and Seal because I feel like using it right now. Which I find is a little bit of a pest to use, but I find occasionally it's a good idea to go back and swap it up a little. As you can see, it's going to be a bit of grief. I'm not a fan of this one, but I just felt like pulling it out right now. So I'm just going to put that kind of centered. And then, according to the image, one of these is going to go on next. Once I prime this, not bad. Got a bit of adhesive on there. So then I'm just gonna lay it on like right there. We'll see. And then next is our dear friend. And I could have done a little more to this, but that's okay. I can work around it. Before I get too committed, let's put in the holly pieces, because I realize I probably should have done it already. Hence why the old instructions are a little challenging to read. I'm just going to prep it. Let's get some adhesives happening. Alright, we might need some dimensionals, but we'll see. And this is actually crooked, I just realized. I am on a roll today of randomness. And I have a little useful stick that's useful for dimensionals. So let's first get an idea of what we need. I'm going to say 2 in one end and 3 in the other. Let's really decorate this out. Kind of go ballsy. Okay, so that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. And then we'll bring in the others shortly. So because that's a little too wiggly for my legs, I'm going to go underneath and drop a glue dot and help keep that in place, because that is not staying on worth crap. I guess my Stamp and Seal is not being a good partner right now. Alright. So then, actually, I'm just playing around here. Take one of these, flip it over, let's put it near the edge here. Pull up the cap, stick it, lift up a little, stick it under like so. We're going to grab a second, that way it's got a little buddy. Same kind of idea. Make sure it actually goes somewhere like so. Okay. Then we're going to put a couple up here. A 3. So like there. Yeah, with the old kits, really gotta look at the picture to figure out how to build it. And there is YouTube videos and all this stuff, but they're in like a sped up time-lapsey. So sometimes they're a little hard to figure out. Then the last one. Make sure I got the right end here. Like so. And then we're going to come in with these now. So I'm going to get one each. These are super fragile. But what's cool about these kits is, for the most part, I haven't even needed scissors yet. Alright, we got that. So flip them over. Put a little glue dot friend on it and hope it stays. And grab it. Stick it on like there. And same with this guy. Get a little glue dot friend. And really hope it stays. Which it doesn't want to. And then just kind of tuck it in. Like so. I'm going to clear some mess off this side. Now let's get my deer in now. Let's see if we can salvage this Stamp and Seal Plus. Not Plus, the regular Stamp and Seal. See if we can just salvage some of it. Well, I got stuck to my finger. There we go. So let's get this guy on there. Which looks pretty cool. I could have had them sticking it a little more, but that's just me. But let's adjust one of these now before it's way too late in the game. One moment. Let's give it a bit of adjustment. Well, it appears both of them are not quite. Yeah, it would have helped if I planned ahead of time. Alright, let me readjust these guys a little tiny bit. Okay, not bad. Not the greatest, but because this one's going to bug me now. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're getting there. And then lastly is the tag. And I'm going to put regular adhesive. But I think when I put this on the card base, I'm going to step it up with dimensionals. Oops, I just stuck this to my table. Alright, let's get this off my fingers, hopefully. And there we go. There's that. I'm just going to rub that, because otherwise I'm going to have everything stuck to my table. Alrighty, and then let's put the cap back on the adhesive. Now let's figure our card base quickly. See what we can put together. I already have here, oh, let me do a quick rearrange here, because I've got a whole bunch of material sticking out everywhere. Alright, let's do a quick search. I'm going to go with crumb cake again, because I just love it. It's like my favorite paper. Let's just see for height-wise. Oh, that will work. Alright, so let's just give this a quick fold. I could have been faster, but that's okay. Okay, give that a quick of that. And then before I lay it on, last time I did some stamping around. And I'm going to do the same thing again because I feel it needs something. So my options are, I'm going to go with the snowflakes again. Because I like them. So I just stuck on my block. There's my ink. Try to ink these up really, really nicely. Of course, I'm making a huge mess here. And then do a little stamp off here and there. Like so. Bring that over to this side. Give that some generous ink. Put a whole bunch of ink on here. Try to decorate it out. Nothing special, just give the background something. That way, as it's peeking through, you can see some design. So that way, when I bring this in, we got something going on here. I like it. But before we finish up, we gotta do the back of the card base, or at least I do. So let's do that now. Clean that stamp quite nicely. There we go. So we can use it again later. I'm gonna grab my kitty stamp. Try to ink this up really, really nice because this ink is pretty weak. So it's got some color on there. Hope it's enough. Stamp on there pretty good. Turned out not bad. Give that a quick clean. I've got my pad up there today for stamping for the cleaning pad. And I'm going to bring in the usual angel policy. So let's grab them here. So we got Created By, who's been a little pesty here. Had slipped out of its packaging. Give that some generous ink. And then grab the Stampin' Up! Name. Yeah, just lay it on there. That way I can pick it up no problem. Stamp on there, Stampin' Up! There we go. We're doing good here. We are nearly completed. Just gonna cap that ink. Flip it over. And then come back with our project, get some dimensionals. Dimensionally make it cool. There's other things we can add, but I think we're good. Peel off the white caps of the dimensionals. And then our Christmas tags turned card is completed for a way of just stepping up a little bit of tags by essentially I did the tags as it was minus the thread and ribbon and then just attached to a card base. And there we go. That is our cool little project. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Feel free to catch back later today. I'll be doing the next round of Christmas Madness at some point today or tomorrow is the plan because I have a whole list of stuff I'm going to be working on. Just this was from last weekend I really wanted to get to. And feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. That way it gives me some feedback on how I'm doing here. Otherwise, everybody have a great Saturday and I'll be back very, very soon. Bye for now.